Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and it's Friday, so we're gonna have a Friday fun, and we're just gonna, in this one, laugh with just trying to enjoy ourselves on vacation. And in this video, we're gonna talk about a volcanic mud bath. Okay, so humans take them just like animals take them, and right now. There was a post here by Colin Rugg. Women are going to the Totumo, the Totumo volcano in Colombia, to get mud massages from men who rub their bodies because they say the men has healing properties. So you climb down 50 feet of stairs. You climb up 50 feet of stairs before climbing down into the mud to get rubbed by locals. Guests believe the mud is healing and say it rejuvenates their skin and heals their muscles and joints. So they say the massages are apparently complimentary, but not if you read this article here, because they tell you the 6 things you don't know is that those complimentary massages, well, when you're leaving, everyone that did anything for you that was complimentary is standing there looking for a tip. So right here, this is even on TripAdvisor. So you walk up a flight of 50 stairs here, up a small hill, to reach the pit, because at the bottom of this one, you can see, depending upon the mud levels, like right here, you have to walk down these steps pretty far to get down into the mud bath. But people enjoy going here. It's just something else to do on your vacation. So right here, there's some everybody. I mean, one thing about this is that there's a lot of people crammed into a small space here, so that's kind of interesting. But and then there's a lake nearby, which this other article tells you the things you don't know, that you can't go into the lake to wash off, but there's people that go and get the lake water and then sell it to you and help you wash off. So here's some more people enjoying their day in mud and trying to get some healing properties. And it's a tourist trap, but it's fun. If I were in the area, I would go, I think. I don't know. I mean, look at that. That is pretty crowded for a small little space, but it's what they have. So people do it. They float in it. Some people here, they have their whole face dunked in, and they say they don't recommend that because right here, that stairs doesn't look. The pool looks a lot higher than the stairs that we looked at the bottom of this article here, where you had to go a ways down into the stairs. Okay, it's yeah, right there. That looks a little further down than what they're showing here. So I guess the water level can fluctuate. Or one of these articles says, maybe because people will sell you this mud too outside of the gates or near the place. People are selling bottles of mud, so they wonder if the mud level has declined because people are selling it. But people are flocking. They, when people go down to Cartagena, Columbia, they are enjoying this mud bath here. And so this article here says a few things you don't know is you're going to get up close and personal with strangers because, yeah, it's very small. Right here is where they show the lady putting her face in, but they say, there's nothing to clean the mud off your eyes, and your hands are muddy too. So, yeah, and they say you might not make it out alive. These stairs, which are loaded with mud, and you're loaded with mud when you're exiting, they say, so hold on to the rails for your dear life, literally. Okay? It says the story of how you conquered a mud volcano is a good one, but you have to make it out alive to tell it. So, yeah, I could see where that would be very slippery and a little dangerous. So, be prepared to be studied and stared at. So, people, the tour buses, they pull up and people are taking pictures of you. They say there's lots of groping. Okay, so and right here is where they say Colombians who live around here have set up a few giant jars near the lake, which some guy keeps filling with buckets of loads of green water they get out of the lake. So, yeah, they say that there is a huge lake next to the volcano, but you can't jump in it to wash the mud off. It's too shallow. And then the savvy Colombians um, go and get the water for you, and then they will help you. They will start washing the mud off of you with the help of a little bowl. And they take the green lake water from the big jar. They're yeah. They rub it all down, is what they say there. And don't be afraid. Well, make sure that the swimsuit you bring in there is you're not afraid to get it dirty, because the mud might stick to it. So, and then right here, once you've released and you go back to your belongings, which are stored in a little storage room, everyone who has helped you with something appears and wants to be tipped. The guy who held your camera, the lady who washed you, the kid who washed your shoes, the guy who massaged you. So, it's still probably pretty cheap, but this guy here that said that the massages are apparently complimentary doesn't really know how it works. So, um, and they say that even when you wash off, when you're back in the van, you'll be able to enjoy the sulfur smell for about another hour. So yeah, these volcanic um elements, like the mud here, like Yellowstone. A lot of places around there, they have a very strong sulfur smell. So when you get out, you will still be smelling that sulfur smell. But regardless, people are going down here and they are enjoying vacations, but and vacation tourist trap that is given to us by the power of nature that animals enjoy out in the wild. So we're just going to appreciate that, have a little chuckle, and have a nice little vacation adventure. And if you're in the area of Cartagena and Totumo, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, down there in Cartagena, then feel free to go to this Volcan de Lodo El Tomoto. So you can put that on your bucket list, people. Stay tuned.